San Diego leaders and experts are spreading the word about the dangers of fentanyl.
And today they stood alongside the father of local high school student who died from the drug. Fox 5's Misha DeBono joins us live from Claremont with more on this. Misha.
Yeah, hi Maria, hi Andrew. You know, the students head back to school. There's a huge push to get out awareness about the deadly consequences of fentanyl. This as it's now become the fastest growing killer of teenagers and young adults.
He was popular, athletic, handsome, funny, and active in the community.
The father of 18-year-old Kai Adelsob, who died of fentanyl poisoning in July, shares his grief and a powerful message about the deadly consequences of fentanyl.
Kai was found on the 14th of July, right after we woke up. His 12-year-old sister was the one who first saw him. Kai had passed after being poisoned by fentanyl and in inducing a seizure in his sleep.
They're sharing Kai's story in hopes of saving other lives after he unknowingly ingested what he thought was Percocet, bought on Instagram.
Kai was a good, kind kid, never really got into any trouble and always focused on his sports and academics and wasn't known as a partier.
2,100 people died from accidental overdose last year in San Diego County, more than half due to fentanyl. Most had no idea they were ingesting the colorless, odorless, and tasteless deadly substance.
Each week, the equivalent of a classroom of students dies of overdoses across this country. And most of the young victims ingest fentanyl accidentally and unknowingly, thinking they are taking something much less dangerous.
Dr. Angela Husky is the Chief Clinical Officer for Millennium Health. She was joined by United States Congressman Scott Peters and others at Mesa College Tuesday as students head back to school to get the word out and get resources into the hands of those that need them.
Parents, the new drug dealer is a smartphone. Children, teens, and young adults can get pills delivered to them via social media as easily as ordering an Uber.
And she says a lethal dose of fentanyl is equivalent in size to a few grains of salt. According to the DEA, 60% of counterfeit pills contain a potentially lethal dose.
It's impossible to know which pills will be deadly, and pills in the same batch can have varying degrees of fentanyl in them.
Kai was 6 weeks away from starting a full-ride wrestling scholarship at Iowa State. His parents talked to him about drugs and alcohol and concerns of fentanyl. They even had Narcan at the house.
The guy who poisoned our son knew the pill was counterfeit and laced with fentanyl. Our son never tried it before. Somebody was greedy enough to knowingly deceive our son just to make $8 that ended up killing the greatest young man that I've ever met.
So the message is really about getting real with this issue, talking about it, bringing awareness to it, and letting people know that they should have Narcan in their house, on campus, at the library, wherever young people are, because that seems to be the biggest population, as well as fentanyl testing strips. So even the brightest kids, like we see with Kai, make a bad choice, only this time there is no second chance. So these fentanyl strips can actually, if your kids have them, they can use them to make sure that whatever they might be taking is not laced. In the meantime, if you would like to help Kai's family, there's a memorial fund set up. We have that on our website at fox5sandiego.com. All you have to do is click on the Scene On tab. From outside Mesa College, Misha DeBono, Fox 5 News.
All right.